everyone, this is Shannon with Got2Go Prepared. Just wanted to do a quick video on some stoves that I have. A couple I made myself, some I bought, some are more for backpacking. Some of them can be for your bug out bag, bushcraft, what have you. But to get started, go over them real quick. I'm going to talk about the first one here is the PRIMUS. Very similar to JetBoil. This is a bigger version of the PRIMUS stove. This all folds up and goes inside this small bag. I have a larger one there because I help out some of the boys when we're backpacking that may not have a stove. That's the larger version of the PRIMUS stove. They do have the small one that is identical to the JetBoil. If you like the JetBoil, I like it too. It's nice, quick, and easy. The only drawbacks to these stoves is when you run out of fuel, you're out of fuel. You're done. You can use the pot. It's metal to cook over a fire if you were in that kind of situation. The other one here is one I've had for years. This is the WHISPERLITE backpacking stove. It all folds up and goes right into this small bag here. Great stove. Again, another drawback is the white gas fuel you have to carry with you, but still a great stove for a weekend or even a week-long backpacking trip. It'll handle all your needs and boils water really, really fast. I believe this one boils water in maybe 3 minutes. Don't quote me on that. And I think this one was about 2 minutes or just under 2 minutes as well. Another stove here is the BIOLITE. I really like it. May cut in, if I can, splice in a video of me using it, but I will do a review on it at another time. It has a USB port. The heat from the stove, excess heat, heats this rod up, which then again charges a battery that's in this, and also keeps a fan blowing in here that keeps your fire very hot. It creates almost a tornado-like effect. Once it smokes really bad the first time I used it. I didn't like the fact that it smoked so bad, but once the fire got hot from the fan, wow, no smoke whatsoever, super hot fire, boiled water really, really fast. And then the USB port so you can charge your phone or tablet or whatever you might have out in the bush with you. But I really like this. Only drawback with this is the weight. It may be 2 pounds, maybe just under. Well, I'll get an accurate weight on it and shoot that to you when we do a review on it as well. Another stove setup I got. I keep this in my current bag that I kind of take with me if I'm going to be gone any period of time. This is a ESBIT. I actually picked this ESBIT brand up at my local Bass Pro Shop. It all fits in this little bag. Comes with a lid and the cup with measurements and a pour spout. See that there? I do like the fact that these handles are tight. They don't just linger around. And then the lid is great with the little top. Of course, you have the lid on there and keep dirt and debris and water, whatever you got to boil and cook a little bit faster. This is the stove part. You can see it's got a place for the little ESBIT cube there to light and go. Boil water, 1 cube works really, really well. What I liked about it is the cubes are great, but this opening here for you to light the cube, put the cube in and out, you can lay branches and sticks in here and use it as like the many other stuff you've seen that just run off wood. You just lay your sticks and feed them in as they get hot. So I can use this both ways. And this sits right on top and cooks just like that. Great, super lightweight. I added a clean canteen to this kit, stainless steel, single walled. Boil water in this. I keep actually a mosquito head net in here you can filter water with it and keep mosquitoes off of you, as well as I see the Summit titanium spoon, which is about as long as this bottle, and some also have some drink mixes like Gatorade and stuff in there to make the water taste better. But as you can see, if I wanted to cook and heat water up in this fits really good there. And in my bag, this nest inside of that. I put this over top, and then I just sit the lid inside, and it goes in my bag like that, and that's all the room it takes up. So not too bad on that either. This one here is I believe it's a Swiss Army is what it's called. I got it at a surplus store. I have several of these. I actually painted this one with the stove paint, high heat stove paint. I keep a small little cleanup sponge on that as well. You just fold this over, cup comes off, stainless steel bottle comes out with a cork. This slides in there, which holds the bottle up off there, and there's where you feed wood and just branches or what have you to feed in there to keep that cooking and boiling. And then your cup can actually sit there. Of course, this would have weight and water in it, so your cup would actually stay there and keep your coffee or what have you warm. So, great little kit there. I believe I gave, you can get these on Amazon, and I know there's people who sell them a lot more expensively, but I think I give 12 bucks a piece for these, and I bought several of them when they had them, but I like these. They're really good. Another one I have here is a military issued. I don't care for the hard plastic one, but it is lightweight. I'd like to get a titanium or a steel one, but for now this works good. U.S. military issued cup. Some of these are loose. I dug around when I got this one and got me one. It was kind of tight, and then I ordered off Amazon a GOT2GO aftermarket lid for it. Doesn't fit perfect, but it is aftermarket. You can just sit there right on the fire. I keep that in a belt kit that I have with the case that holds this on the canteen. Other thing that accompanies this as well, you can put in here, it's lightweight, is ESBIT makes this small foldable pocket stove. Les Stroud on one of his recent episodes used one of these and loved it. I think he said it was the first time he'd used it. I've used this one. I think GOT2GO makes one of these too that is a little bit cheaper than the ESBIT. It's a little bit bigger, but I've got a few of them. They work great. Hello to my pup there. He's trying to photobomb us. But this is great. It opens up. You can use branches in there, or of course the ESBIT fuel cubes. And if you can see, if you have that, you can just set that right on top and heat your water, cook your meal, what have you. Those can work in unison together or stand alone. You can use this with this, or this. You can use this with this in a stainless steel cup. You're really good to go. That all nests back in there really nice and neat. Tucks into its belt clip, which I didn't bring out with me. The other one I have here, talk about real quick, is one I kind of made myself. This is my REI Nalgene bottle with some Gatorade and stuff in it. You can see that. Y'all have all seen those. This is actually a lid to some cookies that come out of a little, but it was a tall, that's one of the lid, and it actually fit this that I don't know what this is. Somebody said it was a cap that come off of a tractor on a wheel cover. I don't know. It's got a nice little lip on it. So these fish spreaders that I just tossed across the table here fit in that little groove nice. So now I can hang this and boil water in it this way, or get it out of the fire and to pour it. I put the little fish spreaders. You can get these at the fishing store, Amazon, a lot of places you can find these. Called fish spreaders, mouth spreaders. But this little lid fits right on top of this. So now I have a lid, and this all nests in I have it nested in a Camelback water container. It all nests all together and goes in there real good, just to have another option for cooking. This one here, I actually keep in, and I'll do a review on it another time. This, I can't remember the name of it. When I do a review, I'll have you a name for it. I got this off Amazon. But this all nests inside here, and I actually have a compass, knife, some light, headlamp, fire, first aid, all contained in here. So this is a small little, throw it with you when you maybe go on a hunting trip or something like that, and you just want to have a small bag with you with some things, or you're going to stay out one night and you don't need, it's hot and you don't need much shelter. But I'll do a review on that at a later time there. But those are the stoves I got. I did try to make one of these little penny stoves, as they call them, using a Millie Hella can. It worked great the first couple times, and now when I put alcohol or whatever in it, I can't seem to get it to work right. So I'm sure it's user error, but I've seen people use these, make them, and they work great. I'm going to do some more experimenting and find out what I did wrong. It worked, like I said, a couple times, but after that I couldn't get it to relight. But great and cheap way to make a stove there as well. But that is it. I just want to go over those. Remember, everybody, you got to go to prepared every day because you just never know.